My work's really important because I'm actually not trying to tell you that you're gonna have my life, because like everyone's life is unique, and there isn't like one special formula that's gonna guarantee you have like this amazing life, and anyone who's telling you that is just a charlatan, to be honest. um what I'm sharing, I'm just sharing one imperfect person's journey into writing um and sitting with themselves and their thoughts and their feelings and getting to know who they are. Like, it's not an invitation to become me, because that's just not the we need you too. Like, I exist. I'm fulfilling that role of being me and going on my journey and sharing. But we need you too. We need to know what your journey is. And whether or not you're a published author, um, your work is making you billions, like your story, you are the art. You are the biggest, boldest, you know, most important art piece that you'll ever create, because it's you and your life. And if someone as imperfect as me decided to document that, because I realized how important my words were to me, there's so much more room for more people, their true selves to be shown, and for their work to be out there. We need you. There's a reason you're here. And, I just share the words I share. And it's medicine, it's a sign for the people that it's supposed to be. I'm not for everyone, everyone's not for me. And that's okay. But the people that I'm supposed to connect with in some way, that I am supposed to support in some way, will read my work. That may also provide something for me, or we may connect or whatnot. May do it through our work. Perhaps the biggest connection I'll have with people will be with people reading my work and me reading theirs. Me witnessing them, and them witnessing me through my work, through my writing, or through my videos, through images. I don't know, through having a moment interacting with each other, doing a vision board. But perhaps we all needed to be there that day. There was something we were each supposed to receive, and we receive it. And it won't be me like being best friends with everyone, because I don't have that in me. But it's the things I'm doing, the seeds I'm planting, that I'll get to witness blossom. And I'm sharing with others these seeds I planted, and they've blossomed. I have 2 books. I have the unfinished dissertation, and I have Coming Home to Feel and Heal. These are siblings. These are twin books. You know what I mean? I don't even know that's the right terminology, but I just like, it's a version of me who had existed. And my dissertation is me showing you who I've been, the journey I went on as academic sanadora, engaging in academic sanación, and also my death, like leading up to my death. That project, literally, I had to die to become a PhD. And I realized that was too high a price to pay. So I chose not to do it. I chose my life without a PhD. I chose a life as a PhD dropout, because I would be alive. I think about the body I have today, and I think like people like me's work, and I need to be out there, because I want, for all the little Chris's that exist today, who are experiencing the same thing little Chris experienced as a younger kid, younger individual, like, I needed these words. I wished I would have existed. And the funny thing is, yeah, there was a version of me that existed before I was me, that was sharing wisdom with me on why I needed to keep on going. And like that's where my second book, Coming Home to Feel and Heal, comes in. Just me talking to those versions of me. And what could I do? What would life look like? And I really want to celebrate that. I think I need to celebrate that. I need a win, you know? I'm not, like, no one is going to come celebrate me because what I'm saying is scary to people. What I'm saying is uncomfortable to people. The work I did, like, when people don't talk about liberation, is true liberation is you're going to be unlikable. You're going to be considered as, like, unlikable, like if you might be seen as naive, you might be seen as like you don't know what you're talking about because you're asking questions that no one's wanted to think about or let themselves think about. It's very uncomfortable to actually be part of liberation. I was focusing on that in my academic journey, and like I was cut, like, and I'm bleeding on the ground. My wings were cut in my time in academia. And I've literally just regrown them back like, I was bleeding on the ground in 2023. And by December of 2023, I was like, it's time for us to fly. Even while still having had my wings cut, I chose to find another way to fly with the help of other people. Like, I didn't have to do it on my own. There are a lot of people that carried me to the next journey so I could still fly. And it was months into me finally admitting that I was not good. And I was bedridden for like such a huge portion of these past 3 years. You know, me being here, me doing this work, me sharing it, me wanting to celebrate is me wanting to make sure I do not let a major moment in my life pass me by without sitting in that beautiful essence of what I've done, what I've worked to, celebrating it without celebrating with my people. Because it's so important that I have that. And I'm looking forward to celebrating. I'm going to be putting my dissertation up on Buy Me a Coffee. It'll be a PDF version that you can read. It's imperfect as fuck. And then I have my book that's being sold on lulu.com. And so it's explicit, so you need to be 18 years or older to purchase and view the book. And you can purchase that book or the other one. You can also reach out to me if you want to support. You can donate. You can send me some money. You can send me a card. Whatever. Sorry, this chair. Or it was the chair. you know where that comes from. And I may have distorted the line because like my brain, turns out I don't always remember things exactly as they have happened when I watch them because I've constantly been unable to capture everything. Because I've captured too much and it takes me a long time to process. It requires a lot of extra energy on my part to truly process the entity of like the scope of a film or whatever, or a show I'm watching sometimes. Alas, I'm good, and I'm excited for other people to receive my work, and it's important for people like me to showcase their work and to be supported. And like for all the people doing liberation work, like supporting me and supporting people like me is liberation work. There's a lot of people here that are selling us things that are not for our highest good, that are benefiting a lot from the current system. And so the liberation only goes as much as does as not prohibiting, like that it still keeps them insulated from the violence. And not everyone it really is doing liberation work. There's a lot of people that love claiming things, and a lot of us who love tying ourselves to identities. That used to be me, like credentials and all that. That was the epitome of like what I felt really meant something. Until I really met people with these titles, with these supposed identities, and these liberation workers that were just charlatans. And so the people who are about it, like, it's fucking rough rides, man. Going against the group is hard. Like in psychology, they fucking teach you. That's one of the concepts that they teach you. How there is a bystander effect, and that it literally like it is hard to be the person to call something out that's uncomfortable, that is wrong, that's not okay. Like being that person, it automatically puts you as the bad guy. And it takes a couple people to finally get people to start reacting. And like the way I've seen like people talk about Gaza, and then what's more overwhelming is the amount of people I don't see talking about these things. What's happening throughout the world. The world is fucking burning. Everyone across the globe is being hurt. So very few people can enjoy living in the lap of luxury. While all of us, the rest of us, are literally being slowly taken out. Ensuring though that all our energy, all our abilities are being used up to benefit a very small group of people living in a level of luxury that is not necessary to have a good life. Alas, like, I'm not gonna tell you the things you want to hear. I'm not gonna tell you I'm not always gonna be likable. And it's important that people like me are able to be supported and share their work, because people who are like me, like, I know what you're going through. And it's very scary, and it's very overwhelming, and it feels like you're the only person, and like you're fucking crazy all the time. And it's because, which is the conditioning we've all undergone. Well, I'll end it here on this ominous note.